Talk great. Talk about that, Pete.
It would take a long time to unpack that completely. That would take a long time. But I will tell. I'll start with this. There's an anecdote that we tell back home about this minister. She's sitting at home on a Sunday morning, and knock on the door is a parishioner. Big guy, he's sweating, he's upset. When she opens the door, obviously there's a problem. And the guy goes, "It's a nightmare." He says, "There's a family that lives down the road." He says, "The mother's, is ill. The husband's just lost his job. His mother lives in the house with them. They don't have any money at all. They've got 3 children. If they don't pay their rent by tomorrow at 9 o'clock, the landlord's going to kick them out of the house, even though it's the middle of winter. We've really got to help them." And so the minister goes, "Oh yeah, I'll get some money." He says, "How do you know them?" He says, "Oh, I'm the landlord, right?" What this of course is it's the instantiation of irony. The ironic move par excellence is like a 70s disco, where you dance to the 70s music, you wear the 70s clothes, and yet you ridicule the 70s music and you ridicule the clothes. You go, "Look at how ridiculous the clothes are, and look how ridiculous the music is," while wearing the clothes and dancing to the music, right? That's kind of irony, where you can intellectually ridicule your social activity, right? Now, this is what I'm trying to attack, is that the Christianity, and we have to get into philosophy, but take my word for it, that Revelation became this idea of almost God saying something to you, whispering in your ear, and you could hear the message of the gospel without heeding it. You could know the truth of the faith without it actually transforming your radical subjectivity. So you can actually engage in this ironic stance, where you can go to church on a Sunday morning and it doesn't actually change what you work at, how you work, what you wear, what coffee you buy, whatever it is. But this ironic stance is part of kind of a way that the Christianities work. I mean, they say about during the Second World War, the Italians. I talk very fast. I'm actually get two talks for the price of one for me. I'm also aware that I want to let Tony in, so I'll only say a couple more things. They said the Italians are a bit cowardly and they love the opera, and so they're sitting the front lines, and the head of the army goes, "Right lads, over the top," and nobody moves. And he says, "Right lads, over the top," and nobody moves. He says it for the 3rd time, and then one of the Italian soldiers turns to the other and says, "What a wonderful voice he has." Right? The idea is that you can hear the message without heeding it. I hear it, but I don't heed it. Hear it, but don't heed it. I think fundamentally this is critiqued within the Judeo-Christian tradition. You cannot hear the revelation without heeding it. It's more like an Eastern Enlightenment than Western scientific knowledge. What Kierkegaard calls it transforms your radical subjectivity, transforms who you are. This is partly what I'm trying to explore in the book. I'm trying to decenter the idea that we can somehow have the answers without it transforming us radically.